All right, Preston, so this was inequalities. We did this before we started the systems of inequalities, but I just wanted to, you just have this one page to just these 12 problems. It's more just algebra work, and I think you should do fine with this. I'm going to do a couple here, and then just to remind you how to do this. Okay, so when we have this inequality, we treat this inequality sign as if it's an equal sign. So I'm going to have 5x plus 2 is greater than 3x plus 10. It's still like the upside down t. That's still what you're doing here. So I'm going to subtract 3x from both sides first. Just bring down my inequality sign. Those cancel, so I'm left with 10. Subtract 2 from both sides, and then divide by 2. Now, so then there's our answer. The only time that this inequality sign is going to flip is if you're dividing by a negative. So if the number that's with x is negative, then you would flip this sign, okay? Let's jump down. I'm going to do number 12 for you. So this one's a little bit longer. So to start with, we would do distributive property. So 4 times 2 gives me 8n, 4 times 3 gives me 12. All right, and then I'm going to combine like terms. I have 4 and negative 14, so it gives me negative 10. And then here I have 8 minus 9, so it's negative 1 or just negative n. And then it's just like this problem that we did just a second ago up here. I did not leave enough room for myself. I'm going to flip it sideways and do it over here. You can do this work on another sheet of paper, or if you can write smaller than me, then you can do it on this paper. Okay, so now we're just going to finish solving this. So I'm going to move this 12n over here. So plus 12n plus 12n. So those cancel, so I have negative 10 is greater than negative n plus 12 is going to be 11n. And subtract 12 from both sides. So negative 22 is greater than 11n. Divide by 11. So I get negative 2 is greater than n. Now notice that we did not flip the sign on this one because we did not divide by a negative. We're dividing by a positive 11. Okay, so then once you have your answer, you're going to go over here and just find your answer. I don't care if you do the riddle down here, you're welcome to, but that's not my biggest concern. The math is more my concern. So what I want you to do is just make sure that you can find your answer over here so you know that you did it correctly. So like for number 1, it was this right here. So this was number 1's answer. And then here, so notice that my n on the answers, all the n's come first, but here I have the 2, so I'm just going to flip everything. So we have n, we flip the sign, and that. So all we're doing is flipping it around. So n is less than negative 2. So n is less than negative 2 is right here. So that's number 2. Okay? All right, so you only have 10 left. And once you have that completed, then just give it to Miss Meadows and she'll get it to me. Thanks, Preston.